Alright everyone, this is Sir Wooper and I've got a UU match for you today against a guy called ACM301. I don't believe he uploads Pokemon, but he's got a YouTube channel, so I'll link him anyway. This is a team that I just kind of threw together. I mean, it's pretty standard, to be honest, but it works. You know, it's nice, and I haven't played UU in a while, so I thought I'd just go for a kind of obvious team. I've got especially defensive Escavalier, fully specially defensive with Swords Dance, because he doesn't need attack investment when it has Swords Dance. Really doesn't. Chandler sub 3 attacks just because it's nice bluffing Choice Scarf, because you see a lot of them these days. Hitmontop, just rapid spin, really toxic and stuff like that. Bulky ass Registeel with Stealth Rocks and Thunder Wave, and also Seismic Toss and Protect or something like that. Choice Scarf, Flygon, Choice Banded, Azumarill, both pretty standard sets. He's got obviously Ambipom, really. The Heracross is probably Choice Scarfed, because unless Charizard is, it'll be one of them will be Choice Scarfed, I reckon. Charizard's probably Life Orb, that'd be the one that I'd always kind of assume it is, because that's a really, really powerful set. Life Orb Charizard is a monster. But then I like Dragon Dance Charizard myself, but anyway. Quagsire, unaware, physically bulky, that's pretty obvious. Crocoon, most likely, just because Suicune with Calm Mind and Scold is a fucking monster and just so hard to take down. Miltank, probably fully physically defensive. So he's got his 3 bulky ass motherfuckers and his 3 offensive powerhouses. So yeah, pretty balanced team, and anyway, without further ado, into the match we go. So I lead off with he leads off with Ambipom. I lead off with Hitmontop, predicting that just because Intimidate on Ambipom is always nice. Just stops it doing as much damage as he can. Now, due to the fact that he doesn't have Life Orb, I'm probably going to assume that he's a Silk Scarf set, which is personally I think that's a better option than Life Orb, just because you don't take all that damage from fake outing everything. Anyway, he goes into his Charizard. Air Slash is so obvious it hurts. And I go into a Registeel thinking that if he does go for Fire Blast, I can probably take that as well. But he doesn't, just go straight for the Air Slash. Doddle. Now, I protect here to try and see if he's a leftover set or something like that, which I probably didn't really need to do, but anyway. So he T-Waves me with a Silk Miltank, and of all the status that I could, I have Registeel, T-Wave, or Burn. I'd much rather be T-Wave because I'm slow as shite anyway. I'm going to Russell, because Russell Crowe Gladiator. I thought that was quite a clever nickname, but anyway, he brings out Charizard. That was kind of obvious, but I'd just go for the Swords Dance anyway. Yeah, and I decide that he's obviously going to go for the Fire move. I mean, he has no reason not to, really, other than the fact that I have Chandelier, which should always stop you going for a Fire move, especially if it's 4 times effective, because that's just the easiest baiting in the world, that is. So I bring in Chandelier, and I believe I go for the sub, because I think I figured out by now that he's choiced probably Scarfed, because his attacks weren't really doing much to my Registeel, but then I am very bulky, and either way, I go for the Fire Blast, and I believe I speed this portion up a bit, just because it's really just me sat here behind the sub, not really wanting to switch out and waste it, but I eventually realised that I'm just not doing enough damage, and he can just Milk Drink it all off. So yeah, Miltank's a monster, it should never ever be underestimated. I switched to an Energy Ball here, just thinking that maybe it will do more, because Miltank has thick fat, and that might be what's stopping it from doing anything to me. But either way, I think it's this turn we both realise that we can't really do anything, because he only has Seismic Toss as an attacking move. So we both switch out, he goes into his Charizard. I'm not really sure why, he just kind of fodders it there. But anyway, I bring in Russell, and I don't know why he doesn't have Rapid Spin support with Charizard. I mean, really, you need it. So I bring in Russell, he goes for the Earthquake, I just go straight for the Iron Head, not really wanting to set up just yet. And yeah, it does a lot, it does a fair amount. And then I predict him for Earthquake again, go into Flygon, and I know I'm Scarfed, so if he isn't, then I can outspeed him and take him out. And I believe I just go for the U-turn, predicting him to switch out, because I think it was probably that he was maybe Choice Banded, I don't know. Depending on what his Charizard was, he was either Banded or Scarfed. Anyway, he brings in Miltank as it's a really good counter to my Chandelier, to be honest. Miltank. It's just a pain to get rid of. Anyway, I go into Registeel because the worst he can really do to me is Seismic Toss me. And that's not going to fuss me too much. I believe I just go for the T-Wave on the switch, and that's not good. because his Heracross comes in, and I've just given Heracross a Guts boost. I mean, I know I've slowed it down, but seriously, not good. And here, I really should have gone into Flygon, just because guaranteed, 100% guaranteed to be faster. But I go into Russell thinking that once he's paralysed, I'll still outspeed him, right? Wrong. He's actually faster than me, even when he's paralysed. Escavalier, you are slow as shit. I've also just realised that because of the crease in Registeel's back and the kind of frill that Russell has, you could totally stick them both together and make one like super jousting Pokemon bulky thing. That'd be sweet. Be like polymerization in Yu-Gi-Oh! But anyway, Suicune comes in, and I'm just like, well, fuck. What the hell am I going to do about this? So I go for the Mega Horn, miss my first one, and then I smack him with that one, and that's... No, wait, no, I didn't miss it. I don't think. Did I miss it? I don't remember. No, I Swords Danced. It's fine. So I hit him with that thing, Mega Horn, and this turn I expect he's going to burn me, because statistically it would be 3 turns, 30% chance, so he's more likely to burn me on that one. Well, sort of more likely. It was going to happen eventually anyway. So I go into Hitmontop, and I decide I'm going to Toxic him, because even if he has the Rest variant, then that's going to force him to go for Rest at some point. And yes, that's the only way I have of dealing with this Suicune, like, really, is... If I can do that, then it's fine, really. So basically, he's going to keep Calm Minding, and I'm just like, shit, this thing's going to sweep me. I was like literally just terrified of this. It's such a monster, Suicune. It's not even funny just how good this thing is once it's set up. Because with max physical defense, max HP, it literally just takes hits for days. I don't know how much attack Escavalier has when it's Swords Danced, but you saw that was only doing like, what, 62%, I think? And Escavalier's got a lot of attack, like a lot. And Mega Horn's 120 base power. Anyway, he goes for Rest. And he Sleep Talks, gets the Scold, takes out my Hitmontop. I didn't really want to switch into anything, just because that extra damage if he got a Scold on the switch would not be good. So I go to Russell. And I know really my only hope of taking this thing down is to hope that he messes up with Sleep Talk, so I can get a Swords Dance up and smack him with some Mega Horns. I believe I go for the Iron Head first turn, just forgetting that he was going to wake up and hoping I could get a flinch. It was really just a silly play. Iron Head, sorry. I don't know if I said Iron Horn or not. It was just a silly play on my part. I should have just gone straight for the Mega Horn. But he goes for Sleep Talk, and he goes for it again, and I'm really confused at this point as to what he's trying to do. I don't know, I never quite figured it out. But I go for the Mega Horn, and does a lot, really, to be honest. Like, Escavalier should not be underestimated at any point, just because his physical attack is so fucking ridiculous. Anyway, I get really lucky with the Sleep Talk again, and I believe he gets Rest this turn. And I'm just sat here like, crisis averted, I can get rid of this thing. And that's like a massive thorn out of my ass, basically. Because Suicune is always a threat. Like, never, ever is it something that you can just easily deal with. Anyway, brings in Quagsire, goes for Waterfall, I go for a Mega Horn. And at this point, I should have realised he was unaware. Like, I really should have. It was stupid of me to stay in and go for another Swords Dance. I don't know really what I was thinking at the time. It was quite late at night. I believe I recorded, like, I got this battle at something like fucking 20 minutes to 1 in the morning. I don't know. Anyway, goes for Waterfall again, and I flinch, which is a pain, because I was going for counter that turn. Because I carry counter. I'm not really sure why. I suppose it's because, I don't know, I'm max HP, but no defense investment, so I can normally do quite a bit of damage with it. Anyway, I get my leftovers, but he takes me out with an Earthquake this turn. And that's a shame. Really. Just a bit of a pain. Anyway, this Quagsire sat in here, and I'm going to bring in Chandelure, and I know that he's going to switch into Miltank, so I'm going to double switch into a Azumarill. And that worked out well. I was quite proud of that. It went nicely. Anyway, I go for the Double Edge, I believe, this turn, rather than Waterfall. And I have no idea why I didn't go for Waterfall. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry for these kind of pauses. I'm not feeling very well at the moment. I've got like this fucking hay fever thing going on, and I keep on having a sniff and stuff like that. It's not good. Anyway, I realised Double Edge is probably not the best choice because I'm going to be recoiling. So I go to Flygon, and I just want to see how much I can do with like an Earthquake or something. And that does nothing. Like, literally not even half as much as I would have loved it to do. And this Miltank is proving to be fucking impossible to take down. Right, this turn I'm predicting to go for the Milk Drink, just because he will want to get his HP back, probably assuming I'll stay and go for another Earthquake. So I bring in a Azumarill, and I go for the Waterfall. Choice Band of Waterfall does enough. As long as I don't get Power Hacked, I can just keep on Waterfalling. He can keep Milk Drinking all he likes. I'm gonna take him down eventually. And he's probably how much PP Milk Drink has, but I can probably stall him out of him. Anyway, he goes for the seismic toss, and I just finish him off with a waterfall, probably realising on his part that there's not really a whole lot he can do about Azumarill at this point. I probably should have switched out here, just come back in later and Aqua Jetted something. But it doesn't really matter, Azumarill is not going to be that useful from now on. I mean, he's got his Quagsire left and Ambipom, both of which Chandelure can deal with once I've got some prior damage. So I go to Flygon, go for Earthquake. I probably could have just outraged, to be honest, but that didn't do half as much damage. Like, Flygon in general just always seems to be really underwhelming when I use it. It never does as much damage as I want it to. Anyway, I know he goes for the Shadow Claw. Not going to take me out because he's not Life Orb. I can go for the Energy Ball, take that thing down. And then I can finish off his Quagsire with another Energy Ball. And that's a good game, ECM Freak. Yeah, it was enjoyable. I like playing UU every now and then. Hopefully we'll see more battles like this, or just UU battles in general, because I'm enjoying using this team. I might try and make something a bit more original next time though. Anyway, that's the end of this battle. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you've got anything to say, really. And if you're new and you like what you see, then give me a cheeky subscription. That'd be nice. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye.